Welcome back. It has been a dog's age since I have done a video, so I thought now would be a good time, and I thought I'd just go through some of the projects that I've been working on. I have yet to put these up on Etsy, and anything that doesn't sell on Etsy I'm also making for the Mutt Market coming up in August. So my mom and I are doing a market again, but I hope to get this stuff up on Etsy as well. Just some fun little craft projects that I've been working on. So I thought I'd do an update on that and just what's been going on in general. So I have made a couple of these. They are necklace and bracelet charm sets, but I am going to be selling them separately, or you can get them together. But they're just cute. They're not very expensive, just kind of fun things. So they would be appropriate for a teenager or just for casual use. So this is a beach theme with the blue charms, again the necklace and bracelet set, and I also have a pink set, which is roughly the same thing, but that is the bracelet, and I also have a cute set that is cherry and cherry blossoms. So again, this is the bracelet, so I just thought that was really pretty. Fruit is very big for me again this year. So again, I've got bracelets and necklaces. This is the necklace for the cherries. So I thought that was pretty. So I've been making these, and anybody who is used to any kind of beading, it is kind of tedious work. It's very small work, but it's kind of fun. So what I really started out doing is making these, which are charms that actually attach to a lip balm. So I made these for all of the staff members for Valentine gifts this year. So you can clip it to your key ring, and it's got the lip gloss there, and then it's got this fun charm. So again, I made all of those for the staff members for Valentine's, and I just had such a good time making them that I thought I'd go ahead. I had some leftover supplies, and I was like, oh, why don't I just go ahead and remake those? So I'm making those with the leftover supplies. So this one is a cat theme, so you get the little cat with the paw. And so those are just kind of fun. I've been making those, and since I had the charms, then I went ahead and started doing the necklaces and bracelets. But I also got into purse charms. So I actually have a purse charm myself that I bought on Etsy, and it was just so cute, and I love it, and I fiddle with it all the time, that I thought, well, what if I went ahead and made some more purse charms since I have the extras. So this is gummy bear and a big poof. Fake fur, of course, fake fur. And then I've got this orange or tangerine theme, which gummy bear and orange slice. Here is a smaller purse charm. Again, you get the heart clip, but orange and gummy bear. Here is a strawberry and gummy bear theme. So I just think that these purse charms are super cute. You just hook them to your purse and they kind of brighten it up a little bit. So this is a strawberry and strawberry flower theme. And this one was actually spoken for already, so I'm saving it for her, but it's watermelon strawberry and a little strawberry bear. So I've been having fun working on those. I've also, I don't know if you remember last year, I wound up making a bunch of these key fobs, and I really enjoyed making them. They didn't sell very well, but I had such a good time making them. I thought I'd go ahead and make them again this year in all kinds of fabric, just because I'm enjoying them. So I am going to go ahead and do that. And this year for the Mutt Market, I went ahead and did a blind date with a book. And so I took a book and I wrapped it all up and added all kinds of different book-like things with it, a reading list and a highlighter and book stickers and just fun things. So I put that together, and it actually sold really well at the Mutt Market. And so I decided to have some bookmarks printed up. So these have been sealed, and on the front, on my way to buy more books, and on the back you get the little cat and feral cat crafts. So I had a number of those printed up just because I thought they would be fun to offer at the booth or on my Etsy. And because I love the cat so much, I went ahead and had some stickers printed up too. So I think those are just super cute. And who couldn't use another bookmark? I use a lot of bookmarks. And one of the other things I'm making are, I'm sure you have seen them. These are wristlets that you use for your key rings as well, but they're made of silicone beads, and you can just stick it on your wrist and you've got your keys right there. So those have been kind of fun to make, and I thought that maybe we would go ahead and make one while I chat just a little bit. These are super easy, super fun to make. So what you need is some beads, and I've got one of these tassels. You need some string. This is the elastic string, and of course a pair of scissors. So we did not have power over the last weekend. It was crazy. We had actually 2 tornadoes come through our area. Pretty close to our house, within about half a mile was one of them. And we lost power Thursday night, and we were out all of Friday, all of Saturday, and it came on yesterday kind of late in the afternoon. We also lost our Comcast internet at that time, and that didn't come back until Sunday morning. And actually all of Friday, something happened to the cell tower, so we didn't have any cell data, and texting was kind of in and out. So we didn't have much of that. So it was like living like the Amish on Friday, and fortunately Bob got the generator going, so we had things like a flushing toilet, and we were able to watch TV in the evenings, but we don't have a whole house generator. It's one of those that you plug in and you have to fill with gas. So I'm really thankful that he kept that going. It was, it made things definitely easier to get through. And since then, it was really hot and humid on Thursday and into Friday. It's definitely cooled off, and this next week is like 50s, maybe low 60s. So it's a huge difference. For the string, we are going to need somewhere, I've got a measuring area here, which you can't see. We're gonna need, I'm gonna do maybe 20 inches total. That gives us some space to be able to cut that off. And my wrists are, you know, good size wrists. Not everybody's are as big as mine. But so you get your elastic string, and we've got a beading needle, which will go with effort through these silicone beads. Being silicone, they're soft, so they will stretch. So yeah, the storm, that was definitely challenging. We also lost power at the shelter. It was restored yesterday, just before ours was, so thankful that came back on. That does make a difference for us. We are getting a whole building generator at the shelter, but it's quite a process the way the electric comes into our building. It is a challenge, so that's not going to be done until August. So we were without power, and that makes a challenge for the staff members and for the animals. They don't quite understand what's going on with all of that. So that's definitely been a challenge for them. And I mentioned, I think, this afternoon I am teaching a zine class. I took today off altogether. We had something to do this morning. And then I'm teaching a zine class on making zines at the Marshall District Library from 3 to 4. And so that is for a group of young people. It'd be great if we had a really big turnout. I'm not sure how many are actually going to come to that. It would be great if we had, 16 or so. I'd be happy with 10. I'll be happy if I have 2, as long as they're excited about making zines. I will do a zine update because I've actually had some zines since I did my last update that I've put together, I think. So I will have something to show you for that. And again, hopefully the zine class just turns out really well. We're going to be talking a little bit about the history of zines, and I'm bringing zines from my zine library to share with them, not zines that I've made, but zines that I've purchased from other zine-sters. So I'll be sharing those. And then we are going to have the students go ahead and make a zine. So who doesn't love a zine? I'm hoping that goes great. And in other news, we have been doing a little bit of gardening. Again, with the weather being kind of up and down, it's going to drop into the low 40s over the next couple days. So you can see I've put these beads on here, and then this should just be able to slide right over here. So I'm not going to put it in any one place. I'm just going to have it so it'll go between. And you can get these types of beads certainly from Amazon. You can probably get them at like Michael's or a craft store. There's all kinds of folks who sell these kinds of beads at Etsy, and so you can get all different shapes. So you can see here we've got a sunflower shape. You can get all different kinds of printed beads. They just feel really nice. They definitely would work as something to fidget with. So they're just fantastic. And I've been seeing these, and I thought they were super cute. And again, you can see how easy of a project this is to make. So it would be great to make with young kids, your grandkids, or just to make on your own. And now I'm going to tie 4 or 5 knots right here. And so that first one doesn't really count. Then we're going to do another one. And then I'm going to switch right over left, left over right. So that was 2. This is 3. This is 4. So just make sure that those are nice and tight. And then I'm going to trim off right here. And so here is the kind of, and you can see I've got quite a bit extra. Again, I think that this is an okay size for me, so, but other people might have not quite as big or a little bit smaller. It's got some stretch and movement to it. If we start here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 beads. You would definitely need a different number if you were using one of these, which is approximately twice the size, but you can also get beads that are more rounded shaped or more oval shaped. They're called lentils. You can get all kinds of spacers. You can get other kinds of beads, non-silicone beads that you can add in here. Maybe you'd want to put like 2 gold beads or 2 gold spacers there, so you can definitely mix it up. So like I said, here we've got the knot, and then what you want to do is you want to shove this knot down into one of these bead holes. And this is the part that I find really challenging. Again, they're kind of flexible, so I'm just going to monkey with this, and you can kind of watch. I'll go back and forth between trying to shove it down with my fingernail and shove it down with a needle, and you really just have to kind of work it. And because I've reached the age where it's like, are your glasses better on or off? I have progressive lenses. So sometimes they are okay for smaller things. I've got actually a pair of computer glasses that I use at work that are just for the computer. And then when I go to read something, I might take them off entirely. So you are going to watch me fiddle with this for quite a few minutes. The slowest part for me is this. Maybe somebody else is like super good, or hey, maybe you've got like a great advice on how to shove this knot into this little hole better than I do. If you do, leave it in the comments. Here, let me get back on camera so you can watch me actually fiddle with this for quite a while. So yeah, I definitely use multiple glasses, but right now I've just taken mine off altogether because I'm having a harder time seeing. So yeah, the weather has been kind of up or down for gardening, but I have been doing some gardening. So we planted direct sow our arugula, and are radishes, and they are coming up pretty good. We'll see how they actually turn out. It seems like we always do a bumper crop of radish leaves, and we get these anemic, funny-looking, non-developed radishes. So I always think, you know, why? Because you start out so promising and you get excited. For whatever, you know, calendar reason this year, it seems like Memorial Day is super early. And even though here in Michigan we have changed our growing number, our hardiness level, we used to be 5 and now we're 6B. And so I think that changes certainly what we can grow, but the old adage used to be never plant your tender things before Memorial Day. Well, Memorial Day is, like I said, super early this year. It is a week from today, and well, it's always, you know, the last Monday, but it's early this year. So it's going to be pretty cold. Mom and I are going to do the greenhouses coming up this Wednesday, and we'll be planting the cemeteries Thursday or Friday, which I think is maybe the 23rd. So again, early, because we have to have them, we want to have them done before Memorial Day. So they go on Friday, and it'll still be kind of chilly. And Bob and I will take the pots out to the local cemeteries. You can't plant in the ground here in town, so we'll take those out Saturday or Sunday. So yeah, we will get that stuff done, but I will probably wait until next week to plant the tomatoes and the stuff that is a little bit more tender. You know, we're going to have a good veg garden this year. Last year we had such a problem with slugs. I'm kind of hesitant to go crazy with annuals this year. All of the marigolds last year, if you don't remember that, you can actually look at my YouTube channel and you can see me battling the slugs. And I tried beer traps and I tried eggshells, and nothing was like super successful. Maybe because I got started late. I don't know if we're gonna have slugs this year. So, you know, I want to do a lot for the craft fair. Okay, what I'm going to do next, and this isn't absolutely necessary, but I saw somebody online, and I can't remember who, but she just squirted a little bit of glue down in the hole just to kind of stabilize it. One of my biggest fears about doing crafts is the second I sell something, they will take it away and it will just like fall apart. So this is the B7000. Don't breathe this, kids. You're not supposed to breathe this in, but you can see it's got a little needle applicator. Probably not focusing, but I just shove it in the hole and squeeze a little bit. So you can see just a little bit there. And then I just let that sit and soak in, just to keep that knot from coming completely out. The nice thing about this B7000 is then on the tube, it's actually got for the handle a little thing to keep that on the cap, to keep it from getting all gross and dried out. So that's it for this. So it makes a nice little key ring. Yeah, so trying to work on some different projects for this year's Mutt Market. I originally said, I think last year, I'm not going to do the Mutt Market again, but here we are doing the Mutt Market. And I also have some designs for some AirPod pockets and for some book sleeves, so you will be seeing those coming up in a video in the not too distant future. But again, if you're looking for just kind of a fun project to work on, these silicone beads are great. It's definitely something fun to fiddle with. You know, great fun little project. I hope you are doing some fun crafting projects and having a great spring, and I hope you try this project. Let me know in the comments if you do. Thank you for watching.